I was sent a screener for a movie called The First Man on Mars, and it was billed as a satire of the drive-in movies from the 70s, paying homage to Roger Corman, Lloyd Kaufman, Herschel Lewis, and so on. I was intrigued because I like a lot of that stuff, especially Troma and a lot of old Roger Corman, so I figured I would give it a shot. It's not good. The best way I can describe it is it plays off more like a spoof of The Incredible Melting Man, only with about 1/100th the budget. It also kind of feels like an offshoot of Troma. Obviously, the people who made this grew up with Troma, and they were trying to emulate that. So there's a lot of gross out effects and just general silliness. The movie's about an astronaut who is the first man on Mars, and he sees what he thinks is gold, but it's something else, and he cuts his spacesuit and gets infected with this virus. He crashes back down on Earth, and much like the Incredible Melting Man, he is melting. He's walking around in his spacesuit, and he's killing anyone he runs into in this forest, while the government is trying to get down there to stop him. The movie apparently was a super low-budget film. I think they said it cost around $14,000, and you can very much tell there's not a lot of second takes. Some of the effects are quite awful, and it just feels very slapped together. There was a certain low-budget charm to it. It made me think a little bit of Frostbiter, where that movie did not cost that much, and that was a Troma film, and it just had a certain charm to it. So there was some humorous parts to it, and overall, I didn't hate it. It felt like they wanted to do more, like they wanted to do a cool homage to these other low-budget films, but they had an even lower budget than the low-budget films that they were trying to emulate. There was a part of me that was hoping this would pick up, but it never did. It continued to be bad and cheap looking until the end. And this is coming from somebody who loves Troma films. They just have a certain charm, and I will admit they did have a little glimmer of that. You can tell the people making this wanted to create a corny homage to those films, but in general, I didn't think it worked. They had their heart in the right place, but the end result just wasn't very good.